How girlfriend you got there? I think you mean hot girlfriend. So, thanks. All right, here we go. Fives. Gonna open it up. Try to steal this money that's in there. Let's bet here. With the 7-6, try to get folds from like Queen 4 and stuff. 7-8. There are a number of hands that will get folds from have equity versus us. Have us beat. If you didn't defend 100% of hands, I would not c-bet there. But when somebody defends 100% of hands, you can pretty much c-bet like more. They should have a lot. They should miss the flop more often. Well, not more often, but they have a weaker range to start with. So, gonna call here. This is Trap God. Fold Queen 9. Oh God, folded a good hand on this little table. Got too much stuff going on, guys. Too much stuff going on. Did you play full time? I do play full time. I've been playing poker professionally, full time for 5 years now. And yeah. All right, Stugatz is sitting out. I might not play this table anymore. These guys are not terrible. They know what they're doing. They're all regs. They're not incompetent. So I'll get back in when Stugatz is back and we can take some money off of him. Gut shot here. We'll call one time. How often does he fold the check raise? Not often. Oh, this might be a good spot to try and do it though. All right, spread. You win. $12 to win. Nah. $12 to win. How much? 57. I might be getting implied odds to call here, but probably not. But I'm gonna do it anyway. This makes things a little tricky too. And we should be good here. His min raise could have been a bluff. Call with ace here. You're good. Part of me really wants to call here and try to win versus spread. So weird. I'm so stupid here. I'm actually gonna call. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. I guess he figured when we gave up on the club turn and didn't bet river that we must have something that's pretty weak, and that he's, you know, his little min 3-bet bluff. You know, he's gonna see if he can actually win with a bluff. So kind of look out for us. That's another thing too. Is like, you know, even though it might be a slightly bad call, there's the chance that he like is bluffing there and then just completely gives up. So. I'm not. That's like sounds like I'm rationalizing the. It sounds like I'm rationalizing the call, but it's not. It's not exactly that. It's more like these are things that's what just happened, and that's something that you do have to consider because it is a possibility. You really need to consider all possibilities, and don't like think like, you know, don't write something off as being correct. You know. I don't write anything off as being correct. Anything that I think is like standard, if you like put it in your head that it's standard and that's just what you're going to do from now on, that's just standard, you're really limiting yourself to like become a more advanced player. So always keep an open mind about like certain things. You could be very, very, very confident about a play being right, and there may be a better option out there. Where am I from? I'm from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta. Like there's a little area called Snellville. It's like bigger than it sounds. It's about 15-20 minutes outside of Atlanta. All right, Trap God opens from this position. Not that often. It's actually pretty tight, so I'm not gonna 3-bet bluff him. I'm just gonna flat here, late 9. And even though someone's tight, it's really tight, you still have to think of, you know, someone could be opening super tight, but fold to like lots of 3-bets. So, you know, have that stat out there, and he folds to 3-bets 50%. You know, we open only pre-flop raises 12%. So he's super tight, and he folds to 3-bets probably a little bit more than often than he should. So here, I think betting kind of small might actually be kind of good. Get like hands like King 10 and Ace 4 out and stuff. You also get value from like pocket 6s, pocket 5s and stuff. It's a good card for us. It makes it less likely for him to have queens. Can I value bet again? I think I probably can. Hopefully he has like 6s or 5s or not 4s. You can also have like 7, 8, which we get value from, so that's good. Ace 3, so hopefully we're good. Worked out quite nicely for us. Homeboy down here got stacked. I'll drag that other table over. Three-handed now. Oof, I need another water. Mouth is getting dry. Queen 10, we're folding. What's the best way to build a roll? Okay, people, listen up. This is important, okay? I talk to people, and people just don't listen to me about this. I have no idea why they don't take my advice. The best way to build a roll is to start super duper small. Like, seriously, start with like $1 sit and goes, $2 sit and goes, 2-cent, 5-cent cash games. And just play within your means, you know? Like, don't move up. Oh, we got a table here. Sit here. Do we have any good, is there good action on this table? Call. Sorry if we're getting distracted. I'm gonna get back to answering your question in just a second. I'm gonna check out this table before I start. Like, yeah, it's just not a lot of good action on that table. I'm gonna leave that table. Jack Queen. $760. This is weird. We chop if he has any jack. Just gonna call who he was bluffing. River gets me. And we're not playing 2-4 heads up versus Gamble Man. I mean, he's not gonna play me anyway. We'll play like our button. I'm sure he's gonna sit out. Gamble Man ain't playing me. He knows better. And I know better than to play him, because this is really giving money to the house, kind of. I feel like anyway. So once I get done with this hand versus Gamble Man, I'll explain about the bankroll building. This 1140 bet could very well possibly be checking down a pair of kings, but he could also be checking down like 2s, 3s, 4s, and be giving up with hands like 7, 6. No, 5, 4. I'm gonna call here just in case. Super strange for him to be checking that down. Yeah, see, he's gonna sit out. And I'll sit here by myself and wait for Stugatz to come back. Okay, so start super small, right? That's the best way to do it. Start super, super small, like within your means. If you're beating games at like a decent win rate, it shouldn't take long. Like, I know there's a lot of variance in poker, but at like 2 cent, 5 cent, you should have a significant significant edge versus your competition if you're a decent player. With that being said, the variance should not be like that high, and that means you're going to win a lot faster. The higher your variance is, like the more steady your income is. I mean, sorry, the higher your win rate is. I'm like this now and stuff here. So the higher your win rate is, the higher your win rate is, the less your variance is going to be, and like the more consistently you're going to make money. So start small, where your win rate's high, and then it'll also give you a good indication of like where you stand. Like if you start at 50 cent dollar and you get your ass kicked, you're going to be frustrated and discouraged, and you don't. That's the last thing you want is to like give up on this opportunity to like be a good poker player and make money. So let's see here. So like you don't want to do that. I have so many people that like try and learn how to play, and they watch videos and they jump into a 1-2 game, and they just don't stand a chance. Like you're not going to like watch videos and then just jump in and beat 1-2 unless you have some seriously like an abnormally good understanding of the game right off the bat. So start low, where hopefully your win rate's high. If you're not winning money there, then what you need to do is watch some videos and learn how to beat micros. Like, Elenzio, what's up? Sorry you can't stay, but it's all good, man. I'm glad you're here. Elenzio is my first follower. He's awesome. Check out his channel. He plays micros. He's trying to run it up. So yeah, like start at micros. Start super small, where the games are super easy, and you'll get to a spot where all of a sudden you're not winning like you were before. And when that happens, I'm gonna quit playing on this this table over here so I can talk to you guys. All right, we'll make it straight. We'll get back to the discussion in just a second. And spread, he's like, we'll see what he does. Hopefully he re-raises us. That'd be awesome. My man back, awesome. How was the experience with Casey? Dude, Casey was awesome. Like, I'm gonna blog about it. So like, if you click on the About Me section, I'm gonna start like writing in my blog again, so you guys can like also kind of like see what's going on in my personal life and stuff. I'm trying to make this as interactive and as engaging as possible for you guys. And if you want to like learn about my life and my poker life, you can go check out the blog. Just click on the About Me section below. So I just visited my friend in Kansas City, and it was like, it rocked. I'm going to blog about it tonight after I finish playing. I'm going to blog all about Kansas City and how awesome it was. So, back to the bankroll stuff, okay? Building a roll. Get Hold'em Manager or Poker Tracker. There are links below. You can click on that. It would help me out too because I get like a commission. But get that software, and that will allow you to track what you're doing, and that'll allow you to study your game and your opponent's games. And you can figure out what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, what your opponent's doing wrong, what your opponents are doing right, and it's going to like help you beat the games. But really study your opponents, figure out how to beat them. I'm gonna create some stuff for subscribers later on. Once I get a Twitch partnership, I'll make a sheet on what your opponents are doing wrong and how to exploit that. Like for example, if they're c-betting too high, and I'll like write what the percentages are based on the games, and how you can exploit somebody who's c-betting too high. People who donk bet too much, people who delay c-bet too much, people who check raise too much, people who 3-bet too much. I'll start like writing certain adjustments that you guys can be making to beat these types of opponents. But study the games, study what you're doing right, doing wrong. Get Hold'em Manager so you can review your stats and what your opponents are doing right and wrong. And start low. Just start low. Like, it's so important to start low. I started with a $100 bankroll, playing $1 and $2 sit and goes, and within no time, I was up to 250, 300 bucks in my bankroll. Started playing $5 sit and goes. Got up to 500 bucks. Started playing some $10 sit and goes, taking shots. I started having